Alright, it is time again for the Unity coding. Good. So how far are we? We're doing the infinite open world asset, and what we got so far is we have it infinite, and there's a player character that you can move around, which is just for testing purposes. And when they move around, then a map maker object is following them around. And this is how it looks like. So the world is infinite. Good, except we don't like it. We don't like it at all. This is the physical solution. This is a physics simulator, or engine rather, in the Unity. And so we thought maybe a physics solution would be good, but no. We gotta do this all in code because this is just terrible. If we walk diagonally, then we fall off the edge. We fall off the edge before the map maker, the map mover, can catch up. And if we make the map mover fast, then it's gonna glitch through the colliders. So no, we don't like this at all. We want to make this instant. So let's make it instant then. Good. Funnily enough, we have the infinity here, which is responsible for moving the map, and it checks out if we're coming in from the left and if we're coming in from the right, and that is all not needed. We have the tile features here, and if the something is coming in here, then the current tile is well, we're coming in. Where is the host character? There we go. So if the host character is coming into a tile, any tile, the tile features say this, then the current tile is this tile. And the host tile with a host collider is always the tile in the middle. So that means we know exactly where we are and which one is left and which one is right and which one is up and which one is down, or forwards and backwards, depending on how you look at it, from up above or straight ahead. So that's pretty easy then, and we don't need any of this all. This is very hard to figure out if we're coming in from the left or if we're coming in from the right. I'm very reluctant to remove this code. But yeah, it is what it is. We're gonna remove it, right? Good. We don't even need the tile collisions or anything. Nothing is needed anymore. We are going to run infinity. Every time. Unless the map is not done. Good, that's a little bit of a safeguard there. Is the player coming in from the top? Good, that's what we're not looking at. If map is done, or host tile equal to current tile, then we're not gonna run this. Then we're gonna return. Otherwise, we're gonna run this. Good. And the host tile is always that where the player is sitting in, or is going into. And don't we have the other issue then? No. The player can touch the middle tile and then back up. So then the dungeon will not move around, but that's fine. Because next time he's going to touch something, the dungeon will move around again. Good. So this all is not needed. Is player coming in from the top? Let's rephrase this. Map needs to move down. So if the map needs to move down, then come from. Then we come from top. Good. We're going to make use of this code here. So we're going to compare the host tile with a player position. That makes sense. Then we know which way we need to go. Good. Which one here is top? Which one here is bot? Z up above if transform position. Current tile Z. Something like this. Something like this. Good. We're going to definitely delete this all. Good. So if the host tile position and the host tile has a transform. Wait a minute. The host tile is in the world grid, isn't it? World grid. Host tile transform position Z is bigger than player character. Where is the player character? Test character? Good question. How did we name this? Host character prefab. Host character. Host character. And his game object. Bigger than host character. Transform position Z. Good. That means we come from top. And that's all we need. That's how easy it is to know which way we're going. And then we move. And that should be instant. That wasn't too hard, right? What is this exclusion stuff? Don't need any of this anymore. Good. All we need is love and this if statement. Good. Map needs to move. Up. Good. That's done smaller. And then we come from bot. And then map needs to move left. And that is if we're bigger than the x. Good. If the host tile is bigger than the player's x, that means we're to the right and we move to the left. We come from the right, we move to the left. Good. And then map needs to move to the right, because we come from the left. Alright. Good. Then we come from... Coming in from the top, up. Iterate dictionary, grab all up, and move them bot. So they're gonna move us one tile. And then we can ask this to go recursive. And then we got it. So the map mover is not needed. Let's get rid of it. Find map mover. Game object map mover. Create map mover. Don't need this at all. Let's get completely rid of it. Create map mover. Find next. Public map mover. Find next. No more. This thing is done. Good. Map mover, goodbye. Oops. Delete. Good, the less the better. Tile features 19 doesn't exist. Keep no. Tile features 19. Map mover. Good. Untrigger enter. Tile collision. Contains. Then you run the infinity. So when are we running the infinity? Current tile. That's good. And then we just run the infinity. Makes sense. Doesn't matter anything here. Turns if colliders, if the colliders overlap. Don't need that all anymore. So good. So nice. Do we have too many brackets now? Right. If host collider, television trigger collider, box collider, host collider. Don't need that anymore. Good. On trigger, enter. Good. If the other thing is the host character, then we switch up the host thingy. Good. Get component mesh renderer. All right. Can put this in here. Into the infinity. Because the infinity changes the host tile. Host tile. Host tile equal new coordinates. Good. Host tile equal. Here is the end of infinity. So we're gonna recolor the host tile. World grid host tile. End of infinity is here, but why is this? This must go here actually. End of infinity, good. This is just for visualization purposes. We don't need it anymore, hopefully, but let's leave it in. Good, and then the world grid host tile. Component mesh renderer. Terracotta cyan. Good. And when we start it, we make it gray. Good, because we switched that up, don't we? Good, color gray, British English. What is it here? British English as well. Good. So we just run the infinity here. Very straightforward. If we're the host character. Map mover, world grid host tile, transform position. We don't need any of this anymore. Trigger exit. Good. That is as easy as it gets. That's all the tile features currently. Tile features, they have coordinates. And they have a trigger collider. Good. Default tile, we don't need to mess around with. So we go gray. Before we make this recursive, and we would have to make it recursive here. Recurse. Before we make this recursive, we need to test it. Good. Alright, we're in. And we're running around and nothing happens. Why? That is strange. Good. We should run the infinity immediately. But we don't. If host tile equal to current tile must change when we run. On trigger, enter. Good. Current tile. IOW current tile equals coordinates of this thing. Good. See how it goes now. Alright, and we go the wrong way completely. Why? That's not good. Oh. Math is off again. Good. So the current tile is this right one now. And the game thinks we're coming in from the top. Change from position bigger than. Yeah. We must compare the current tile actually. Not the host character. That is the problem. Dun, 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 dun. Now, if the tiles are a little bit off, that immediately will not work. But it is what it is, I guess. Good, not hostile, but current. Good, let's see how it goes now. What? Game object does not contain a definition for. Good. Sure. Bum, 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 bum. Alright. And again, it doesn't know. What is the issue? Here is a double arrow. That is wrong. Good. Hopefully that works now. Easy enough. Good. And it broke. It broke because we're walking diagonal. So maybe we do need that triple collider stuff? But there was something else we wanted to do to make this streamlined. Yeah, only the recursive, but so we have this issue again. But why? Could do the triple collider thing again. Counting them, and if we do 3 then we don't do it. But then we'll never do it. Da-da-da. Also, we don't like that we're not having the color there of the tile change when we start the map. We're gonna take that out. Probably. No, we're gonna leave it in if it's a default, if it's a tile from here. It's a generic tile. Are we? Well, doesn't matter. Good, let's give us a color. Case 1, case 2, case 3. Create tile. Default tile prefab. If tile null default tile prefab null, create primitive. Create tile 0. Center tile is created. I thought we had this here. I thought we did this. Apparently we did not, because the host tile is null. Will this work? Would this work? Let's find out. Nope. It's the error message. No overload takes 2 arguments. It needs a vector 2 0. Vector 2 0. Good. Boom, 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 boom. And it just does not work. But I thought we created all. Create tile, 0 tile prefab. Center tile is created. Is it not put into the world grid? Huh? Create tile. Oh man. Or are we graying out? I think we might immediately gray out. Let's test this. So this is not what we're trying to work on here. Let's see how that looks. No, we're not immediately graying out. Uh-huh. If we double collide, it's breaking. That is good to know. That was a good test. Alright, if we double collide, it's breaking. Tile features. Current tile equal coordinates. Let me do this. And that is exactly the issue. This shouldn't be a problem. How is this a problem? There's always only one tile, the current tile. And how does this overlap then? It has something to do with that this runs twice. How to fix? And why is it not painting the host tile 0 here? Da, da, da. Why is it not painting it cyan? No idea. Create all. This doesn't work. Start the coroutine. But the center tile is created. Create tile, 0 tile, prefab. Create tile, 0, 0. And then that 0, 0 should get cyan, except it does not. Create tile, 0, 0. Good. We create it and we add it. For some reason, it doesn't work. Because it does get added into the dictionary here, and then we take it from the dictionary and render it. Why does it not work? Alright, the thing enters in, and then we fire infinity. Boom, boom, boom. So if we refuse the touch, I know. This is a bit rough, but we have to fire the infinity now, intermittently. Every second or so. This is rough. That means we don't need this all. On trigger enter. Good. And then we need to write a coroutine. I enumerator. Good. And where do we put it in? I enumerator. Gonna call it move map. Map move. And that calls infinity. Infinity. Good. Start coroutine, create all, map move, start coroutine. Good, that's definitely not every second. That's every frame. What's the problem? Requires new coordinates of vector 2 what? 86.3. Huh? Oh yeah, vector new coordinates. That's right. Good, that must be the current tile then. Good. Host tile. Where is it defined? So if we come anywhere, current tile vector 0, host tile vector 0. Good. If both are zeroed out, then we're not going to fire the infinity. Alright. See how it goes. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, nothing happens. Why not? Why is nothing happening? Good. Current child coordinates. On trigger enter. Wait a minute. If it's the host character, that's kind of important. Wait, what? What did we do here? Tile collisions we also have. Hopefully we don't need them. Current tile equal coordinates. That's a bit dumb, isn't it? Current tile equal coordinates. This goes in here. Good. If we're the ghost character. Alright. Alright. And it's still not working. What? Current tile equal coordinates. If with host character. We know that this works. But we don't know if this gets started. Why would it not get started? Because this is done. We want this to go every time. Hey, let's just put it in the update. Oh man. So while just run this always. Well, I don't know. Just run. Alright, let's see. While two are running. This is terrible code. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Good. Now every frame we have this running. And if we go and we still break, what the hell? We still break. I don't get it. it all boils down to that we only can have one tile be the current tile, and the game somehow fires both at the same time. This is the worst physics engine. Oh man. We collide with both in the same frame. So in the same frame, we run the infinity twice, and then it gets confused which one's which. Something like that is happening. What if we don't run infinity? And we want to be on the current tile. Don't want to render. Don't want to render at all. Want to render here if anywhere else. Current up. Good. World grid. Host tile. Mesh renderer. Gray, but it's not the host tile, it's going to be the current tile. Good. And then the current tile changes. And then we make it sign. Good. Alright, just to visualize here. No big deal. Recurse. Mesh renderer. End of Trinity. Why do we recurse here? If anywhere we recurse there. Good. Don't need to switch up the colors there. Doesn't work anyhow for some reason. What's the issue now? The name current tile does not exist. Yep. Wait, what? Does not exist. IOW. Good. Because we're missing in that other script. About. Alright, so we enter in somewhere, but apparently we don't. Now we enter in somewhere, right? See, if the rendering was correct, that would be good. Because we really don't care which one's the current tile as long as it touches the main character. But what we do care about is that it fires double. So on the rendering front, we're good. But when it comes to executing code, it doubly executes. Look how this single file executes. There's always only one current tile. Always. So why is this fired twice then? Maybe it doesn't. But come from changes here. Good. Come from, boom. And then immediately we switch up. And then it fires again or something. Don't know. What if we don't fire this while we're working? Okay. Boom. Working. Must be outside. Equals true. Bool. Infinity working equals true. Good. If or infinity working. Infinity enabled. We also have. Where? Infinity. Enabled. We have this. We have this. That's nice. Infinity working. Oh, wait a minute. Stop. No. This is something else. Good. Infinity working is false. Good. Alright, so the infinity is working. Boop, boop, boop. And then somewhere we have to tell it to not. So only when we're done, we say infinity working is false. I don't know if that fixes it. Oh, what's going on now? Does not exist. 186. Infinity. Good. Infinity. Infinity working. Good. Infinity again. 186. Infinity. Good. 189. What? Infinity working equals true. And infinity working equals false. Good. Let's go. Alright, and now we need to fire it as well. Boom, boom, boom. Start coroutine. If we could just put this into the update. But we maybe don't want to do it every frame. Let's leave it there for a moment. Going in from the right, going in from below. So far so good, but what if we go crazy? Can we break it? Yeah, we can for some reason again. Don't know. Really don't know. You still think this fires twice? Infinity fires twice. For some reason. Alright, so we have the thingy be at the same time up and at the same time down. Which is no problem. Up, same time up, same time left, for example. Not up, down. But that shouldn't be a problem because the left should override. And then it goes in one direction first. So no big deal. And it's no longer the player coming in from the top. Alright, how do we enter a wait time into a coroutine? Oh dear. How do we enter a wait time into the coroutine? Unity, wait time, coroutine. And we want to look at the code. Wait for seconds. Yield return, new wait for seconds. Alright. Let's see if firing on the same frame is the culprit or not. No, it's definitely not the culprit. It already breaks like crazy. Totally does not know where it is at. So if we were to teleport or respawn over here, what would happen? It goes to the right. Alright. And then we go to the left. And then it breaks. That's interesting. That should not be. But that is then the simple thing to fix, probably. Good. We take the next one. Looking at the wrong thingy. The host tile should just move. Should go back to the host tile. Host tile. Good. Now this shouldn't even do anything. Let's give you the current tile is not cyan. Current tile is yellow. Good. And the host tile is cyan. Good. Infinity current tile. Infinity current tile. Infinity? Good. Hostile gray. Oh, we had this in there. Now we have to put it in there again. Infinity working equals true. Yeah, that's somehow not the problem. Good. World grid. Hostile. Is gray. Good. And then hostile equals cyan. So the hostile should move. Hostile new coordinates. That's the issue, isn't it? We need the new coordinates. And the new coordinates should not be that. But a current tile come from top. New coordinates. Hostile equal new coordinates. No. No. The hostile needs to move left here. Or in this case down. Hostile equals... So how do we... How do we do this now? Hostile equals... Coordinates. And do we need new coordinates actually? That's funny. Because the new coordinates is going to give us just the tile that we don't need, right? The current tile. Hostile equals current tile. So we do not need new coordinates for the infinity. We just need to run the infinity. Yeah, that was the whole idea. To get rid of bulk we don't need. Good. Someone's gonna call this with a parameter. Don't need this. Good. Hostile equals move hostile down. Good. Equals. Now if we just do math it would not work. Can we give the new coordinates? There's no way. We have to do the math over here. It's new coordinates. Good. And new coordinates. Come from them. We could do the math here. We could do the math there. Good question. Map needs to move down. Come from world, good color gray. vector to new coordinates equals vector to 0. We don't need this, do we? Yeah, maybe it complains that it's not set there. Right, so this needs to be more complicated. Come from top. Good. Oh, and then exception again. No. We know that we're coming from top. That means, let's visualize. It just goes -1. New coordinates equals, and then we have to put the one exception in here, sure, but new coordinates equals a new vector to, that's gonna be the host tile. No. Yes. Host tile X and then is gonna be, oh wait a minute, is gonna be, can we duplicate this? Thank you. Host tile Y -1. But then there's an exception, isn't there? And that is if host tile Y equals max, no, what do we call this? Yep, it's alright, it's alright. How did this not throw an error? Anyways, we didn't save. Tile size, map height, X tiles, Z tiles. Good. If host tile Y Z tiles, what then? Good, we're coming in from top. But if we're minus Z tiles, then it's plus Z tiles. Minus Z tiles equals minus Z tiles. What did we say? Then it's Z tiles. Else is normal. Good. New coordinates equal new vector Z tiles. Otherwise it's just minus. Good, this is the exception. We start with the exception, not with the normal thing. Don't like that much. Oh. Let's write this different. If we're not equal the exception, then we do the math. Otherwise, we write in the exception. Good. So we come from the top, we check the z tiles. And y is z, Good, and then we do the same thing there. Copy. Come from below. If we come from below, from bot, if the host tile is the z tiles, then the new coordinates is the minus z tiles. Otherwise, we add on. Let's check this out in the visualization. So come from here, let's say we're -2, then we add 1. -1 is the new coordinate. But if we're on the top, at the 3, then we can adjust -1, that would be 2, that would be here, that would be wrong. We need the -3 then. And that's where the exception fires. It's the -z, which is the -3. If the tile is 3 is a 5, it's -5. Good. And now we do the same thing here. Map needs to move. Copy. Paste. And now we're doing the X tiles. Alright, let's see. Host tile X is not equal to minus, then we just do math here. Good. Host tile X goes, I don't know, and then a host tile Y stays the same. Good, and then we are X tiles. Dun, 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 dun. And the host tile Y is over here. Good. Is the math correct? Map needs to move from the left, move to the left, because we're coming in from the right. Let's tilt our head. We're coming in from the right, and we need to go negative. And the exception would be the positive maximum. So we need to go negative. We go -1 here, and the exception would be the positive. Good. That seems reasonable. That seems extremely reasonable. You miss anything? Don't know. Copy. Paste. Do the math the other way around. We move to the right. That means if we're not equal to the, I don't know, 5, then we add in, which is going to be the next space we need to go. Otherwise, the exception is the minus that we're taking into move. If everything is the wrong way around, alright. We expected a bracket there. 196. Oh, we forgot the bracket on every if statement. Good. That's that. What now? And even more. 197. Oh yeah. I don't know which was the language that did not use the semicolon. Was it Python? No. Good. These are all statements or expressions or whatever. We don't know. Good. And what's wrong now? No overload. Yeah, that's cool. 88. 88. We no longer need to bring you information infinity. Good. Name Y does not exist. 196. 196 again. Hostile. Huh? Why not? I just want the second thingy there. So we do 1. I don't know. We don't know. Good. Name X does not exist. 197. Hostile 0. And this should then complain as well. Good. What now? Again an X? 219. New coordinates. Hostile 0. Hostile Y. Good. And then we run. And then who knows if it works. This is very nice. We teleported out and they try to catch up. Ah, they follow me. Help. They try to catch up. Ah. No. Don't follow me. Ah. Trying to catch us here. Whee! And we enter back in again. And again the dungeon tries to keep up. But what if we make it fast? Also, this is very satisfying. Yield return. No. That should be instant now. This is very satisfying. Exactly how we thought this would go. And it's also no longer breaking. Ah, finally we got it. We got it. Now, let's teleport. Let's pretend the player dies and spawns back here. Whoop! Instant. Player dies and spawns back here. Whoop! Instant. Ah, beautiful. Now we could upload this. Well, we're gonna do all the things that the designers need. I'm gonna add them in, and then we're gonna upload this. Since it's been a long time since we started this project, we don't really know what the comfortable settings were for the designers. But this here gives a clue. Host character prefab, default tile prefab, 0 tile prefab, tile collisions. All the tile collisions we don't need anymore. Size of the prefabs. The map height. How big this is. Oh yeah, now we remember. Visibility is a big deal. Visibility is a huge deal. Visibility. Unlimited visibility is a bad idea. So this is in tiles, which means 5 tiles visibility, and then we turn off everything. For example, if we have like a bunch of tiles there, and the thing is going to do this. Yep. Good. It's going to create all the tiles. If we have a bunch of tiles, then the visibility is 5. It should not show. It should disable the tile immediately. And should not show what is happening. But it should also take the disabled tiles and move the dungeon. We're going to have to test that as well once it is done. So let's see if we do 35 in total. Don't know how many we got. But when we're done, then the infinity should fire and should immediately move the dungeon. Beautiful. This is nice. So now if we zoom in, we could pretend we're playing here. Oops. And we move around, and oh, we can move here and there. And we move around the dungeon. In the meantime, the dungeon is endless. It's an infinite open world, so a character can go anywhere they want. And they have the illusion of infinity. Because they're going to end up where they started here. If we were to mark this somehow, the thing they're standing on, how do we select this? So if we mark this tile and say this is our starting out point, and then we move away from it. And we keep moving. The player keeps moving to the left. Player thinks, oh, this is a huge world. And remember, the visibility will be limited. That means they only see what this editor camera sees here now. Let's ignore the game camera. What the editor camera sees now, they see, oh, this keeps on going. And then, whoops, wait a minute, we've been here before. We've been here before. It's infinite. We can walk, and we will reach the beginning every time. Oh, we bounce against this, but we touched it. So this is the current tile, so no problem. But we bounce against it. We can go around. Sure. But we can also jump. Bing! And now we're on top of it. Beautiful. Jump. 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 Jump long time. We can jump mid-air. Beautiful. Good. So everything works. That's nice. Should we leave it at that for the moment? Very probably. Good. Let's turn this down again to something manageable. Save it. And call it good for today. That was a quick one. But we just had to do a little bit of math. 1 hour, 20 minutes to solve this math problem. Pretty good. I think I like it. Then, all that is left for me to do is look at the sleepy time dog. And say goodbye. This has been great. And I'm going to see you guys next time. Until then, have a good day and a good night.